In today's battle report, we have the Fellowship of the Ring going up against the Cirith Ungol Legendary Legion. This is a 500 point battle, and I am going to be taking the breaking of the Fellowship Legendary Legion, so it's all of the members except for Gimli so that it fits in. They've got a bunch of new special rules with the Legendary Legion, and I'll have little notes that explain them as they come up. The mission today is Retrieval. This is pretty much capture the flag in Middle-earth. You can find it in the Match Play guidebook.
Hi, I'm Jordan Newstead, here playing a game versus Jacob with my Cirith Ungol Legendary Legion. So I've got Shagrat as the leader, obviously, and he's leading 7 Urukai. And then I've got Gorbag with a full warband of 12. He's got a banner in there. And then I've got a Orc Warrior with a bow with 4 archers. Just in case they don't have any shooting, they might draw them to me. And then I've got Shelob, obviously. This is a good practice game for a tournament that we've got coming up from Conquest Creations. And looking forward to seeing how it goes.
The board after deployment for Retrieval, we're starting pretty close, and the Fellowship is 1 warband, so they're all together.
Basically, I've got numbers, and you've got the better heroes. So my goal is to just surround you completely, then put Shelob on the flank. Defense 7 with 10-inch move and avoiding terrain. I should be able to stay outside of Legolas's bows, get the piece, and then try and make it back to my board edge.
In my move, the Fellowship is just moving forwards. I did decide not to march, so they're not going that fast. And as Frodo moves, he's casting the Light of Erendil, which goes off, so I'm only able to be hit on 6s. I have priority, and in my move, I just squeezed through this gap and wrapped around. I want to be able to push through and get to the objective.
Okay, just going to move Shelob just that little bit closer to the ring. Next turn, she'll be able to get that relic. Okay, we've got some big hitters engaging just individual models. I feel like some might's going to get spent. Aragorn hasn't used his free one this turn, so I feel like they're going to be some heroic combat and then taking out these guys. So to just to minimize that damage, they're just going to spend their turn killing 1 orc, and I'm just going to back away.
In the fight phase, these orcs had charged past Frodo because he had the ring on, and Pippin was slain. Further down here, all 3 of these orcs and Urukai got killed. Jordan had priority, so I called a heroic move with Aragon, and then I called a heroic march with Boromir. After some discussion and checking the rulebook, we decided that this was allowed, so we're going pretty fast this turn. And Frodo had better pass this test.
Yes.
Fuck.
So I can go how far?
I have to spend 2 might on that, don't I?
Yep.
So Frodo is spending 2 might to not fail his 1 ring test.
And he's out of might.
And he's out of might. That really, really hurts and was definitely not supposed to happen.
Okay, and Shelob gets her relic and holds it with her Tyrannus. Now we're going to put the pressure on the back, the rear guard of the Fellowship, so to speak. I'm going to come around. I'm going to get within charging distance of the hobbits for next turn if I win priority, but avoiding probably a Boromir, just so that it's only Aragorn that has to decide, does he stay or does he go with Legolas to get their relic?
And this is the end of the movement phase. So the priority roll went to me, and we both called heroic moves. And I'm just running as far away as possible. Unfortunately, Legolas can't reach that wall this turn, so we won't be able to jump over it, so we'll just run around.
We're just going to make a nice arc around the hobbits and use heroic might move next turn and force the issue.
And end of the move phase, Shelob is gunning it for her board edge, and the horde of orcs and Urukai is advancing. I won priority, and unsurprisingly, Jordan called a heroic move, which was countered by my heroic move, and I won the roll off, which was pretty lucky there. So, everyone, once again, is running away. Frodo's ring, gets it. And in his move, Boromir is going to get up to the wall and try to climb over, and gets it. And Legolas is going to do the same thing. Now, if Legolas gets a 6 here, he can charge into that Urukai, which means he could call a heroic combat and get to the relic. So this is a pretty important roll. Yes.
That's good for camera.
That's elite. All right. Can you just move them into combat? Yes.
I'm just going to move these archers. They're all going to just do a 3-inch move around this barrier, and shoot the guy in combat with Legolas to try and stop the horror combat.
Cool. And the orcs just advanced. A key thing here is next turn, even if I win the heroic move roll off, the hobbits will be charged because their movement is only 4 inches to the orcs and Uruk-hai's 6-inch move.
Okay, just need some lucky 6s for the orc archers. Got 2. Ooh. All right, so does it hit me or... I actually want it to hit my Uruk-hai, so looking for 1 to 3 here. Okay, 1 on 1. And then we got a 3, 4, so 6 to kill the Uruk-hai. No. And then a Legolas. No.
Cool. And now, if that takes us into the combat phase, Legolas will call a heroic combat against that Uruk-hai.
And I'll be shielding.
Cool. And let's just roll it right here now.
Got the 6.
I've got a 5 there. I've got a banner reroll because I'm within 3 inches of Boromir.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to spend that might.
2 might.
So 2. I fucked up. I've just rolled 3 dice.
Oh, you
Sorry.
got 2.
We'll say that my first roll was a real roll and it just had the banner reroll included.
Yep.
What's your defense? 5?
Yeah. Yes. So 5s.
Gets him.
Would have been nice if you had to spend another one for that.
All right, and I want you to move me into
Base to base with the relic.
Base to base with the relic. So Legolas has picked it up. Nice. If you guys are enjoying this video, please leave a like and a comment. What do you think about these lists? They're both very thematic. Do you prefer to play themey lists or just pure competitive lists? If you guys want a way to support Conquest Creations and to get more videos like this, then head over to Conquest Creation web store where we have a variety of resin 3D printed miniatures as well as bases and I offer commission painting as well as terrain building. Thanks, and let's get back to the video. Alright, once again it was the Fellowship's priority and Gorbag called a heroic move, so did Aragorn, and the roll-off went to Gorbag, so he's going to move first in there.
Okay, so they're all within the 6. Place into there, and then we're going to have Shagrat's going to do a courage test. So you can see there it's on 2 inches. So his courage 4 goes to 2, so I need an 8. And I've got 3 will and 3 might, so 6. He'll spend 2 will.
2 will, and he is fighting against Frodo. Now Frodo already spent both his might this game, which means there's no heroic defenses this turn.
Okay.
So after Jordan's heroic and my movement, this is what we're looking like, and there's a couple more orcs and Uruk-hai coming around. Importantly, we have Aragorn and Legolas fighting the orc captain, and Boromir fighting against Gorbag. This is a really interesting position because Shagrat is fighting against Frodo. Now, in the combat phase, you have lost priorities, so you can declare first. Will you be calling any heroic actions?
I will be. So I'm going to call a heroic strike with Gorbag.
Yep, and I'll call strike with Boromir. Anything else from you? It's a tough call.
Fight 2 for Frodo?
Yeah, fight is irrelevant.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to call a
heroic. Or if he's fight 2.
Yeah, but I'm 5, so it goes to 3.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So I'll call a heroic combat.
Cool, and I'll call a heroic combat with Aragorn as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll off to see which combat goes first. You can roll it. And goes to mine. That is actually not what I wanted there because I would have liked to choose. But let's do that combat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I've got Aragorn's 3 dice. He's on a 4, and then I've got Legolas. I've got the 6. All right.
That's 5, so 5s.
Aragorn and Legolas.
You still alive?
Um,
Legolas's last might or Aragorn's store?
I'll use Aragorn's store to 100% confirm it. Alright, and now it's Shagrat fighting against Frodo.
3 attacks with a banner reroll?
Yep.
Ooh, banner reroll.
Wow. Frodo?
The whole game. I'll have to spend another might?
Well,
You have no might left.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I can banner reroll it for Mary, but I have to do that before you mine it. So it's a...
Yep.
1 in 3 chance it gets better, and a 50-50 it gets worse. So I'll let you spend the point of might there.
Okay. All right. So knock down.
So 6 dice needing 5s to wound. I've got 3 fate and 2 wounds. You need a good roll.
I get a decent roll.
You got 3. Are you going to spend the might to get a 4?
Yes.
Alright, so Shagrat has 1 might left. I need to pass 2 of these for Frodo to stay alive and to cancel Shagrat's heroic combat. That's 2 of them passed.
So I did 4 wounds, so it does 2. Does he have 3 wounds? He's only got 2, doesn't he?
Oh, sorry.
No, he's dead.
Yes, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So I negate 2 of them, and 2 of them go through.
Yeah.
So I needed to pass all 3, and that is Frodo down.
And then might back for Blood and Glory.
And a might back for Blood and Glory, so definitely worth spending it there. And where's Shagrat going? Could go into Merry and get another might back.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to come out and wrap onto Boromir to mean the strikes on Aragorn.
Yep, cool.
Yep.
Alright. So obviously there's no control zones there for my models because they're in combat. And Boromir fighting Shagrat. Let's do the other one first. So we'll do Aragorn and Legolas fighting against Gorbag.
Yep. So I get my strike.
Yep.
So start at 5. So I just need a 2+ here. Yep.
Cool. So you fight 10.
So I need a 5 for 3 dice. The odds are in my favour. All right. Ready?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a 5. I need a 6 to make you spend the might. I've got a banner reroll. And
nope.
No.
So that's Legolas. Yeah.
Well, I could trade one of my might for one of your might.
Oh, happy. Yeah.
Because that would mean that you just have 2 left on Shagrat and none left on Gorbag. I think I'm going to save it because I want to keep it on Legolas.
Yep.
Cool.
So I'm going to attack Legolas. So defense 4.
Defense 4.
So 4s.
Yep. And
just the 1 wound.
Just the 1 wound. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, and now we have a striking Boromir fighting against Shagrat. I'm going to roll my strike to see if I can feint. Which I can't, but I'm high fight regardless.
Yep.
So
you get your 6 with your reroll.
6. Yep. Alright, what's your defense? 7?
Yep.
So I need 6s to wound here. That's pretty tough. Nothing. That is pathetic.
And that saved Gorbag.
Yeah.
So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks into Merry with a banner.
And Merry is on a 2.
5.
Banner reroll. Not enough.
And these guys are all... so I'll just do the Urukai. So 3s. Sorry, I forgot. I would have fainted with 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, you need 3s to wound anyway.
Yeah.
I'll take
and
the
then
fate.
the other one...
And yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Cool. So 3 hobbits down. 1 more and I'm broken because Frodo is dead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Alright, it's Jordan's priority this turn. I've called a heroic move with Aragorn and he's called one with Shagrat. So here's the roll off. It goes to good.
Need to get one of them.
Now it's good, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to be able to keep me safe here. I think Aragorn's going to charge in
Shagrat.
to Shagrat.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then I think I've got to just he can get in, but I won't be trapped. Alright. So Boromir will go into Gorbag. And Legolas will go into Gorbag as long as a base doesn't fit through there. Which it totally does. So Legolas will stay still right there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's your move.
Alright. This guy's gonna nearly borrow me. I was fucking so close. Alright. I'll get to trap Legolas though.
Yeah. And this is us after all the movements have been completed. Now 1 orc climbed up here and Sam has charged him. If Sam wins that fight, that orc will fall. So there's a decent chance of taking him down. And it's time to declare heroics.
So I want priority, so you declare?
Well, then I'm going to say I'm not declaring anything.
Yeah. I'll be calling a strike with Gorbag.
Alright, and because you're allowed to change your mind, I will then strike with Boromir.
No problem. And then over here, I'll call a challenge.
I like it. I'm going to say that is a great move. Because I've been using that free one for movement, Aragon will... Fuck it. Aragon will accept that challenge. I'll take on Shagrat.
Okay.
I reckon I can beat him. Alright. And that goes into combat. Where do you want to start?
We'll start with the striking Gorbag and Boromir, because that seems fun.
Alright.
So let's see if I can get my 4, or whatever it is. 4, 2. Yeah. So I think we're even.
Well, what's your fight value?
Oh no, you're higher.
Yeah, I'm
because
higher.
I'm not outnumbered.
Wow. That was not a good roll to strike from either of us.
Yeah. So you get your 6, 3
All right.
rolls, 3 roll. Whoop, that's not a good start.
Alright. Let's do that. Reroll 1.
Yep. That's great.
Okay.
So I've got 2 with a reroll.
Highest of a 2 was impressive.
And then I've also got a spear support in
Yep.
there. 5.
Do spear support as well.
Yep.
And
a banner.
Yep.
5.
I could spend my last 3 might points to win it, but that is definitely not worth it. So you know what? That goes to you.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So then we're going to have... So 5s?
Yep.
And 6s for the black dice.
And nothing.
Nothing.
Cool. Alright, let's do Legolas in there.
Yep, so Legolas has got a few people. So I've got 2 fainting, I've got a 2-handed person, and then I've got a banner and another spear support. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 striking normally, and 2 with a -1.
And that is stabbing.
Stabbing, yep.
Cool.
Got the 5.
And I'm on the 6.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. So your 2 stabbers take a strength 2 hit.
Yep, so I'll do
So
that
6
now.
is through them.
And another one. No.
Alright. And now I'll strike the 2-handed behind.
Yep, so 4+.
He's dead?
Yep.
And then I'll strike the...
They're both defense 5.
Yeah, so I may as well go for the Uruk. And nothing. That's fine. Cool.
Okay, let's see about the Shagrat and Aragorn.
Yep, so those other 2 Urukai just piss off from the fight?
Well, they still kind of trap you there, but...
Yeah, but they don't get to roll dice.
No.
Alright.
Reroll.
I'm on 5s. And I'll win that because of my fight value.
Yep. So I've got 1 might left, though.
You called the challenge.
Yeah, because I had 2
So
left.
you've got 1 might, that's correct.
Yeah.
Would you like to use it?
So you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
And you've already used your free, and you've got 2 in your store.
That's correct.
So if I use it, you'll be down to 1.
Correct.
Yes.
Alright, I'll use it as well. And I need
6s.
6s. Wow.
Nice.
Not the most impressive turn ever. Now we have Sam fighting an orc.
Yeah.
Come on, Sam.
I will only fight normally, though. Oh,
5.
out of banner roll.
So I get to take a strike at you? And a 5 will do it.
That will do it.
Nice.
I like it.
You also fell off the edge.
Yeah, he was super dead.
Alright, let's roll for priority.
Yep.
Goes to me.
I'm okay with that, too.
You gonna call anything?
Nope.
Yeah. And after my movement, Legolas and Boromir have tried to run away from the horde of orcs. Unfortunately, Shelob is waiting there. And Aragon is fighting against Shagrat. Now, he can't be swamped because it's just him versus Shagrat, but he can, of course, be trapped. And lastly, Sam climbed through this window, getting a free 6 because of the elven rope that he carries. A rule from the Legendary Legion. And that's your move, Jordan.
Okay. First I'm going to do is just take away one of Boromir's controls there.
Yep.
Shelob, you nearly got there. He's just going to move up. Ready for next turn?
Yep.
Actually, just outside of 6 inches, there's no point. Oh, no. No, there's no point. I don't care if you charge. Oh, no, I do care if I charge.
Yep.
Sorry. Just outside of 6, so I get the monstrous charge.
Yep.
And then we're going to... Let's have a look here. So that Urukai and Gorbag can make Boromir. So we're going to do that.
And this is our board after movement. Shelob is dangerously close to me. In the combat phase, Legolas has 1 point of might left, and he's going to use that to call a heroic combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think he needs to because I have to get away. So, let's start with that because you're out of might.
Yeah. So I've got 1 orc fighting normally with a banner.
4 from me.
Gets off.
And we need a 4 up here. That hurts.
That's devastating.
That is very devastating.
Still a very good way to use your last might, though.
Yeah, because I could have gotten away and then moved with Sam to get away again.
Yeah.
So let's do Boromir. I'm going to blow the Horn of Gondor. So pass courage test.
Yeah. So courage test 4 with Gorbag.
Yep.
6. Yep.
Cool. All right. And then Boromir gets 6.
Yep.
Now it doesn't matter if he kills Gorbag or not, so I may as well just kill the others. Do you have any defense 4 in there?
Yep. The archer.
That one gets it.
And then 5s.
Nope. Nope. All right. And Aragorn fighting Shagrat.
Yep. 6.
5. He's not within 3 inches of any other Fellowship member, so he's going to use the last point of might from his store to win that fight. And I need 6s to wound.
Oh,
Bang.
that's nice. I'll just cop the wins.
Will you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, no. Okay, sorry. That's all right. Leader
Yep.
kill. I'll use my first 2 fate. Pass 1 and last fate. Yep.
So you've just got no fate left.
Yep.
And the priority went to Jordan, but I called a heroic move with Sam. And that got Boromir and Legolas to be able to move away, but Shelob is getting in this turn still. So I just need to get lucky and have Legolas not die. But we'll see.
Okay, so I think all I'm going to do is just run around Boromir's engagement and engage Legolas around there. And Sam's there, so the Uruk-hai is going to engage Sam.
Yep.
He's kind of like that. And then I'm also going to get 2 orcs onto Sam.
Nice.
And I'm not going to engage Boromir.
Yep. Cool.
And then Shagrat's going to charge Aragorn.
Yep. Alright, that goes into... So Aragorn fighting Shagrat. There's a 5.
A
See
5.
See if I have to spend my 3. Nope. So I've still got my 3 point of might to spend, needing 6s. And I'll spend the 3 point of might on that 5 to deal a wound to Shagrat, and that gets me a point, the leader wound. Nice.
So I've got 3 attacks because I charge near an elf.
Yep.
5.
Alright, so if I can get a 6, Legolas is still alive. Yes.
My luck this game is non-existent.
And striking, and there's a 6 to deal a wound to Shelob.
Do a courage test. It's 6s.
Yep. So this is interesting that it's Shelob carrying the relic, fighting Legolas carrying the relic. So pretty high stakes in that fight.
I've also got an Uruk-hai and 2 orcs.
Yep, Uruk-hai and 2 orcs fighting Sam. Now they're not placed there just because it's awkward on the stairs, but Sam is going to win this fight.
Fainting with the Uruk-hai and 1 orc.
6.
6.
Oh no.
Yeah, and trapped, obviously, because they were random.
Yep.
So the 2 Uruk-hai fainting, and +1 wound, so strength 4. So 3s, rerolling 1s.
3 rolling 1s.
Yeah, 2 wounds. And then this is the fainting orc.
Yep.
4 wounds.
Yeah. Sam down. And that is the Fellowship, unfortunately broken. It's my priority, so Shelob will charge Legolas. Nope, sorry. The Legolas will charge Shelob. Double 1s.
Well, actually, that probably for your courage test first, for you because you're broken.
Yes, that will be my broken courage test. So Legolas will burn both will points to pass that.
Yep, and now the terror test.
And now the terror test to charge Shelob.
Fails again. That's
that is...
And no will to get it up.
Very unfortunate. So Legolas has failed to charge.
I feel better after that, Botch.
You should feel good after that, Botch. I think
Boromir to stay in the game.
Boromir can either... So Boromir will charge Shelob.
You got to do the break test first.
Yeah, same again. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
And
he's going to charge.
Charging Shelob.
Yeah.
Courage 6 on Boromir.
Yeah.
And he will charge like that, so you can get more orcs on him, but less orcs on the Legolas.
Okay.
And then, of course, Aragorn charges Shagrat.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's your move. And Jordan's movement just surrounded everything. In the combat phase, Boromir is called a strike.
Yeah.
Let's start with him, but take a courage test on Shelob, because I'm going to blow the Horn of Gondor.
Yep. I'll have to use 3 will.
Nice. Alright. So, Shilop's got
2 will left.
2 will left. Alright, I can put some wounds on her now. If she rolls her courage like Legolas, I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And Boromir's rolls.
Ooh.
There's the 6. And everything going at Shelob now. There's another 6.
Yep.
So that's 1 more wound.
Yep. Passes.
Pass the courage test. Damn. Take it though.
Yeah.
And then Legolas, who's hopelessly trapped in there.
CBD 6.
The Urukai jumps down.
Oh.
He has a banner reroll for being within 3 inches of a fellowship member. 4.
Is it enough?
I don't know.
So Gorbag, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, so 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
So Gorbag's the black, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, 6.
Nah. Alright. And you need 3s to wound because I'm defense 4 and you have animosity in there.
Yeah. So 3s for Gorbag. 3 wounds.
Yep. And 3 fate. I fail 1 of them.
Yep. And then I've got 3, so 6. So 3s.
And Legolas is definitely dead.
Yeah, 4 wounds.
And the relic is dropped where he stands. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Okay. So now we've got Aragorn's, right?
Yep.
See if you get your 6.
I really want to win this one.
You got your 3, so you need a 5. Yep.
There's a 6.
Alright. Couple of
And
6s.
2 wounds and Shagrat's dead.
Close.
Nothing. That's...
And 1 or 2, the game ends. You 1 priority?
True. Alright. 1 or 2, it's all over. 4.
Keeps going. Alright, priority.
Let's do it.
5. That's good.
Yours. I'm not going to do anything. Goes to you.
Yeah, so charge, obviously. Didn't matter.
And
it doesn't matter.
Everything charges into Boromir.
Give me a second.
Or does Shelob want to run for it to get the points?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point. I don't get anything for killing Boromir.
Yeah.
So... Alright, so first off, Gorbag engages. He engages. And then just climbing up and over.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we have Boromir fighting the Horde. He's going to blow the Horn of Gondor.
Yep.
Courage test.
Gorbag's got 4 with 1 will. 9.
And he's passed. Alright. So, can Boromir get a 6? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Alright, and he's
So you
going
got
to
a couple of... You got 2 4 pluses?
Yep, the defense 4 guys. 1 of them's dead. And one's cocked. And just 1 dead.
Yep.
Alright, and then we have Aragorn fighting Shagrat.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got my 3-point might.
You do.
And that is a 6.
Yep. And
2 more 6s, or a 5 and a 6, and I'll kill Shagrat. 4 again. Not enough. Alright. Does the game end?
It does.
It's a 2, so that is game over.
Saves you 2 points.
Save me 2 points because Shelob's still on the board.
Yeah. Okay, great game. So victory to Cirith Ungol. We have an 8-2 VP at the end. 2 VP to Jacob, who got 1 for doing a wound to Shagrat, and then 1 for moving his relic. I got the 8 through 5 having the relic in my deployment zone at the end of the game, and also I got a 3 for breaking his force without breaking myself.
And that is the end of the game. Unfortunately, the Fellowship was defeated. Now, this is a tough scenario for the Fellowship. I was kind of thinking I could have just stayed and protected my relic and gone for the break and the leader wound. And that probably would have been the most competitive choice, but I decided to go for the other way where I wanted to get the points. I wanted to win the game through capturing the relic, and ultimately the Fellowship went down. It's a lot of fun playing all hero armies, but it definitely is a lot of micromanaging and a lot of resource managing. I didn't quite pull it off this time, but I'm keen to get a few more games in with the Fellowship.
But yeah, it was a really good game.
Will you use this army at the tournament?
Oh, I think there's 1 or 2 more games left in me to decide. It did better than I could have hoped, I think. So right now, it's a tick on the yes.